Hello everyone, I am just doing a impromptu. I was about to film and then I went, I might as well do this and see if anyone wants to come in and talk to me. It's not anything too drastic. I was going to film it and then when it's easier to talk to people if they are here. So that is kind of what going for. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and see if anyone pops on in and see what happens there. Gonna just pop it into the Discord that I'm on. And then, oh, hello, Winchester. Hello. Oh, look, we got some people starting to come in. So we will see what happens with it as it goes. All right. Thing about impromptus. Oh, yeah, I have done it already. Thanks, Angie. But yeah, I was like, you said you're going and getting a coffee. So I was like, yeah, she'd be right. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, for all of you night owls that can't sleep, I figured I'm just going to come on and I want to get something done this afternoon. Hey, Beth. Hey, Hannah. Oh, hey, Johanna-san. And I thought I would just, come on and I want to get something done. I was going to film it and then I went, I'm too lazy. So I figured someone might come and talk to me while I mess around with this and try for the best. Okay, so what we are doing is Kori from Colourfully Optimistic, which I'm sure you guys all know, is doing a joint colour along with Monai at the Coloring Diva and a few other streamers and so forth. And we are doing the Johanna Basford page, which is this one here. So from Joanna's Christmas, and it is the snow globe. Now, I had to giggle when I realised what it was because, as you know, well, some of you might know from the last videos I've done, so they're the last videos on my channel, is I did this snow globe on the weekend for my hashtag, Colour Japan in July. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to do two hashtags, two snow globes. So I thought about it and I talked to you guys a couple of weeks ago about doing some different ideas when it comes to things to colour on, some different media and stuff. So I have been playing around and everything's not working for me right now. I thought about hey Joe, how's it going? You're up late too. Oh, look at all of these night owls. If the music in the background's too loud, because I didn't know if there was going to be many people in here and if I'd do much talking. If it's loud in the background, just let me know. But I just had it there for some ambience. It is non-copyright free. Oh, it is copyright free. But so we're doing this page. And I was talking the other week about trying and using different media. So what I'm going to be using is drafting film. Take a breath, you're doing fine, I know. So I'm going to be using drafting film. Okay, so this is a polyester film, so it's actually very resilient, and it's used for drawing, drafting, and mixed media. Erases easily, cuts cleanly, lead and coloured pencil, all of that kind of stuff. Now, drafting film is see-through. So this is my little test one that I was playing on. And you can actually see that you can see through the drafting film. For the snow globe, hold on, Melissa. I've actually got a plan in place. But if it's a different background, I can certainly try it. Oh, yeah, the twinkle lights. I'm actually going to do something very similar, but just with different colours. So it will probably help you out. And that's a great shot that I'm actually going to save and use. So thanks for that. I am doing a similar style with that bokeh effect, but just a different theme. So that's actually really handy. So drafting film is see-through. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things about how drafting film is used in coloured pencil art. So I've actually never used it to colour, so this is going to be a first for me. But in coloured pencil art, it is a see-through film. Now, this is actually the back of my art. This is the front. So I've done this little, yeah, that's all right. This is a little dog from down the park that we occasionally see when we're walking Casper. Yes, happy birthday for Angie the other day. Thank you for everyone giving her those well wishes. I did get abused privately for making it public, but I don't care. And what happens with drafting film is that you can actually colour on the backside of it as well. And because it's see-through, you can use the backside to create depth and do different colours and things like that. So it allows for a little bit of manipulation in how you're doing an image. The drafting film doesn't take a lot of layers, so it's actually really good to utilise both sides of the drafting film, which is what I did with this piece of art. So for the life of me, can't remember these flowers. Angie will know. Some kind of flower. And what I've done here is you will notice that I've got this piece of paper here. You know, it's kind of bokeh. So if I put it behind it, instantly I've got a background. But if I put it on a different colour piece of paper, I have a different look straight away based on the... No, you didn't, Angie. I was just being silly. It gives a different appearance straight away depending on the background. Yeah, that's it. Fuchsias, that's right. I knew the word. But what I've done here with this one is I've done the fuchsia flower on the front. Thanks, Angie. And then the things that I wanted behind, I actually coloured on the back. So you can actually see that I've coloured that image on the back of the drafting film. So when I turn it over, it gives that appearance of 3D depth. Not yet, Melissa. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we will be actually meeting in person. And what? Angie, don't be silly. I was only mucking around with you. So that is what I've done there. Now, the beauty of drafting film too is, because I've usually only used it for coloured pencil work, is I was like, I wonder if I can print on it. So I threw it through my inkjet printer because it's really thin. So your printer takes it just fine. But as I told you, it erases really easily. So you just take an eraser to it and you can easily rub out the lines. Now, for me, I didn't want the stars because I'm actually going for a different look. So what you can do with that is you just get, if you want to erase some of the lines completely, just grab some nail polish remover, some acetone. Hey, Aspie. Oh, okay, because I was getting really anxious that I'd upset you, Angie. Okay. I was like, no, that's the last thing I wanted. And so I've got some acetone on a Q-tip, and you can just go in and suddenly it's no longer there. So it allows you a little bit of play if you wanted to, or you can just put it straight over a colouring page. So if I wanted to, I could just put it straight over this and colour, and then I've got no lines. So it all kind of helps. Now, I do have here, which I use when I'm doing coloured pencil work, is I have my light board. I may have to turn it on at some point if I'm struggling without it, but I'm trying to be mindful of if anyone is is sensitive to flickering lights because it will flicker over the camera because it's a backlight. But the light board helps me see through the page that I'm doing, so it allows me to see a little bit more. But I'm going to try and not do that. But I don't know how successful I'm going to go without it because I just want to be mindful of everyone. Hello, Terrelyn. And so that, I think that's, I'm like rushing, trying to get it all in my head, the things I wanted to say. So that's my plan. Do I know what I'm doing? Not at all. So I've gone through on this one and I've removed the stars because I don't want it. My theme for this page is Christmas in July, and that's when everyone in the Northern Hemisphere colour snow and all of that to think about their Christmases, which is really lovely. But down here in the Southern Hemisphere, we're actually in winter right now. I'm looking out my window, but I'm like, it doesn't look like winter. And our Christmas is actually in the middle of our summer. So it's all about beach and tropics and all of that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my snow globe within in a tropical beach setting. So this castle is going to be a sand castle instead of a castle with snow. And on top of it, it's going to have chocolate waffle cones because it's all about ice cream at the beach for Christmas for us. So that is kind of where I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to try and put it and place it within a tropical environment. I was trying to be different. So the picture that I'm doing is, or the background that I'm doing is I just went online and I got like a bokeh kind of like blurred tropical look. And that's what I'm going to be doing on the reverse side. So I'm going to be doing that on the reverse side of my image. So I've actually got it turned around. And I printed on my reverse side too because I wanted the lines on the reverse side so I can cover it easier on the front side. So I've got that there. And I am going to try and replicate this blurred tropical light ray background. However, because I'm working on the reverse side, I have to think reversely. So I actually have to think about what color I want to be on top of my image when I turn it over, because that's what I'm going to have to put down on the bottom of my image, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start off with white. I'm going to use Prismacolors because I was trying to think of what I'm doing and I'm like, I'll just stick with Prismas for the background because I want a blurred kind of background and Prismas like to smush. So this is kind of my plan. And I'm excited. I've actually got people in here. So the main part of the image, which I'm going to get back up on my computer so I can actually see the image for myself, is most up here is bright white sunlight. So I'm just going to come in and because white is the primary color up here, I'm going to start laying down the white. You won't be able to see this, so we'll just chat. Yes, I do intend on both sides. Oh, yes, if you do intend on using the drafting film on both sides, get a two-sided matte one. Thanks, Angie. So down here, you'll see that it says two-sided matte film. It's all right, Angie. It actually, I'm trying to remember all of the things because this is a medium that a lot of people haven't used. So I'm trying to remember all of the things that I probably should be talking about, but probably don't remember to be talking about. So you telling me is helpful for me.
Have you told them the creepiness?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I've got to tell you the creepiness while I'm colouring down the white because it's not very exciting. The creepiness of this is I've been thinking of this in my head. Like, I don't really talk about my plans to the girls. It's like because they don't really care. And I was in my head, I'm like, I'm going to do this as a tropical theme. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? Oh, another night owl's coming in. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to, and I was thinking, how can I make it unique and something a little bit different? Because I like to show you guys some different ways that you can look at things. And so I'm sitting there and I'm trying to, just while I finish, sorry, I'm changing direction here because of the rays are going this way. So any strokes that I'm doing, I kind of want to represent where the sun rays are going. And so I'd been in my head and I'd been planning and getting some images to do with, putting it in the tropics. And Georgia had seen the Japanese one that I'd done. And she comes into me in the morning and she goes, I had a dream about snow globes last night. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she goes, yeah, I had a dream that you're doing a snow globe, but you're going to make it.
No, I dreamt that you changed the background to a beach.
Oh, she dreamt that I'd changed the background of the snow globe to a beach. And I went, oh, Georgia, I'm actually doing a snow globe with a tropic beach theme. And yeah, so that was like, whoa. Angie says, hey, Georgia.
Hello.
So yeah, so that was kind of freaky, actually. About and the good thing about this being on the backside is I'm going to go behind a bit of this because it's not going to show through when I colour on the front side. So I'm not worried about going around these flagpoles. I'm actually just going to colour straight over them. Yeah, thoughts were sinking, but like I hadn't even discussed it with her. And I was like, okay. It was a little bit strange. So just to show you that colour is actually occurring, that I'm not just colouring for the sake of colouring. If I put this over here, you can actually see that there's some white coming through. Okay, so I'm just laying down where I want the thickest part of the white to be. I'll let you know when I'm ready, though. Hey, Raya, that's all right. You lurk away. Now, I'm not being gentle with this drafting film, especially where it's going to be majority white. I'm actually going to put quite a bit of pressure on it to push it into the polyester because it is, it's not going to rip or tear on me. And I want it to be opaque, which is why I'm using Christmas. Yeah, no, what is she doing in my brain? I don't like it. But yeah, so this is kind of where my plan is. I'm just going to turn the music up so you're not completely soundless. The kids are playing next door, so you might hear them screaming and carrying on. They're not misbehaving, they're just having a good time on the trampoline. But they're being quite vocal with it. I'm just going to take this away now because I actually need to see where I'm going. Fair enough, Angie. It's true. So the image has some kind of light rays coming out. So I'm just going to do some of these and they will come through when I put colour over the top of it. But yeah, this first part while I'm working with white probably won't be that exciting for you. But sadly, this is the way I've got to work. I've got to work backwards. That's probably why, but you're getting up at 3 in the morning, so that's probably why your brain's not working. And considering you're translating from Filipino into English and then a little bit of Japanese in there, it's not surprising. So down here is a little bokeh round. So I'm putting in a little bit of white there. Same over here. Down here. And I know. Yeah. It's kind of, well, you know, we are mother and daughter, so it's kind of like that. Kind of higher. It was just weird, basically. All right, I'm going to draw in a couple of like bokeh circles just to add a little bit of something to it. And you might not be aware, but bokeh is a Japanese term too. Oh, work starts at 6. Oh. Yeah. Getting back into the routine is always difficult. So I'm just going to put some kind of, still going around, kind of putting some bokeh in some places. And you'll see that this is kind of where I'm going with it. Sorry, that probably grated in your ears then. Hey Alex, how's it going? Yes, you do. Get to catch more? Okay, I'm going to come in now with a bit of cream and start going around the edges of where I've put this white. So yeah, always trying to think in reverse. It kind of makes this a little bit of an interesting colouring experience. But the effect should look pretty awesome because it should actually hopefully make the snow globe literally stand out. Well, that's what I'm hoping, that it will stand out from behind the background. What's in my brain and what gets executed remains to be seen, but it's kind of what I'm hoping for. So what's everyone's been doing? How was everyone's in the States? How was your 4th of July? I hope you had a nice holiday long weekend. It was noisy. Yeah, I could imagine with all the fireworks, it probably was a little bit noisy. All right, now I'm going to come in with a little bit of, I think I'm going to come in with jasmine. And I'm just going to keep working out from these edges. Oh, good. They've used them all up and life can get back to normality. You're swatching what you like. What are you swatching? What are you swatching? What'd you get? What'd you get? You got to tell us. Can't just say I'm swatching. You got to tell us. We got to know these things. Yeah, long weekend is great. Love long weekends. Oh, Terilyn. I absolutely loved that one that you did of the geisha. It was incredible. And the fact that you did that with dollar pencils from the dollar store, that was awesome. They were like good pencils. I'm like, ooh, I like Sam. Oh, the 160 set. Oh, wow, I've only got the 60 set. Wow, I didn't realize that. I knew they went up to 100. I didn't realize they went up to 160 now. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to come back in with cream and just kind of start blending in these edges together. Yeah, well, and that's it. Like with cheap pencils, that's what you do, Joe. You kind of like, you actually learn a little bit about the things. And I love the pages you've been doing. You're going to be outclassing us all really soon. They've been incredible. Oh, yeah, and we all do. Like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I just come on live and have a go and let you guys see me either nail it or fail it. Either way, we learn something anyway. Going back in with the white. Yeah, that's fine, Aspie. I'll probably still be here. You go do that. I was planning on colouring this afternoon, and I'll probably just be playing some music in the background, and if people are here, they're here. If they're not, it'll be here for you to watch back on. It's all good. So what I'm trying now is to, with this part that I want opaque white, is I'm really trying to fill in the tooth. I can come back now and kind of see. And I'm going to start putting some pressure on. To get it in. Me, if I watched Fringe, no. No. If I remember correctly, it's some kind of thriller or something, isn't it? Those aren't my kind of movies. I'm a bit of a wuss. I'm just going to bigger piece of brown paper. I can see what I'm doing. Not a thriller? Oh, okay. The effect with, yeah. So, Melissa, without this drafting film, to get the bokeh effect, your blending pencil is going to be your best bet. So basically, instead of doing it the way I'm doing from light to dark, just go, so say you've got here, and this is like your twinkle lights, and so you've got a yellow around the outside. So it's basically just layering up a bit of circles. So you do that, and then you come in with a lighter one like that, and then come in with your white. And do a circle. If you're worried about doing circles, I recommend where is it? Of course, I can't find it when I'm going to tell you. I recommend a circle tracer, which is, where is my circle tracer? Not where it should be. I rearranged things the other day, and who knows what I've done with myself. I don't know what I've done with it. But basically a circle stencil template that you can get. They're cheap on Amazon. So with bokeh, the white is right in the middle. And then if you take a blender, you can start to blur out the edges. And that kind of gives you that effect. Hope that helps. My computer just shut on me. Bit rude. Oh, yeah, and I did do that video. Yes, you're right. Angie, you are right. Angie might be able to find the link. I did a bokeh background on a squirrel image I did for Angie. And if I remember rightly, I filmed it. This is bokeh. That's the terminology for the blurred light effect, that background look that you're looking for. It's just the terminology they use in photography. I know it's very exciting you watching me colour white. Sorry, but I have to work in this order. That's all right. That's what we're all here for. To ask questions, because if I know the answer, I'll tell you. If not, someone else probably knows, or offer suggestions. Anyway, there's never actually true answers. It's just suggestions. So I'm going to come back in opposite direction now and just make sure I'm really filling in all of this because it is see-through. Oh, thanks, Angie. You're a legend. That's all right, Angie. I was given the wrong links out in Renee's video this morning. And then I was like, oh, maybe if I put in a US zip code, Amazon will give me more options. So I put in some random numbers and it ended up in Cape Coral, wherever that may be. And then I got told that it was Florida. So I'm like, okay, cool. They deliver there. Yeah, it is. It's really helpful. And no one's out to try and do anything, you know, they're not, the whole thing about this community is everyone's happy to share, which is what I enjoy the most. Everyone's just like so willing to go, oh, this is how you do it. So when I'm picking it up like this, I'm actually getting some light behind it so I can see for myself if I've got any places that are missing bits. And the beauty of using white is that obviously it doesn't have as much pigment as any other, so it takes a little bit of time. So patience, my little ones. That's me talking to myself, by the way. Because I'm not renowned for being the most patient person. So if we look at this now, we can start to see that that effect is coming through. So I'm just putting it on a darker background so you can see it. But eventually that's going to be behind this snowball. So it's kind of what we're going for, if that makes sense to the people. Ah! Oh, gosh. Oh. Now, usually I use the light board so I can actually see this better, what I have and haven't coloured, but it's harder on you that are watching to see that. But if I was here by myself, I'd be using the light board to be able to visualise this. But I want to be able to show you what I'm doing. So I've had to kind of compromise with that. Evelyn, hello. You can't sleep, my darling? Don't be nervous for tomorrow. It'll be all okay. And the good thing is when I finish this, I'm going to post it. This is why I've got the green paper there. I'm going to post it on this green paper. So any of the green that actually shows through is going to add to that greenery tropical effect anyway. So I've actually thought about how I would back this image so that if there is any transparency, it blends with what I am going for. All right, I'm going to come in with Deco Yellow, and I'm just going to start moving out a little bit further now. Hey, Joyce. So when I do animals and stuff like this with using this technique, that's where I start thinking about undertones and underlayers. I can put that on the back, and then I can put the lighter layers on top. And when I get down into the sand and stuff, I'll show you how you can use which will probably be another part. This is only part one. This will take me ages. I will use a scraping tool to allow what I've got underneath to shine through. I know, Joe, that's kind of how I happened too. I was watching art videos because I draw and paint. And then Karen, Zucchini Kitty, was recommended to me. And I watched it and I went, because I'd always coloured, but I'd never thought of it as a art form. And I saw her and I'm like, oh my God. And then, YouTube would suggest another one, and then I watched that, and then one day I caught a live stream and next minute, here I am. All right, I'm going to take this brown paper out now because I actually need to see my image underneath to kind of where I'm going. Going to come back in with cream for this area. Hey, Katrina. Yes, it's lovely to have Joe here. I really like Joe's edition. I like his humour, and he can certainly handle himself against a bunch of us, which is good. Although he has popped into some streams when the conversation probably hasn't been. He's like, "Oh, maybe I don't want to join this one." That's funny. Yeah, because she uses Nightbot and stuff, which puts all of that up in OBS. And you're like, oh, I can't get away with anything. All right, now I'm going to come in with lemon chartreuse, or yellow chartreuse, sorry. So I'm still building layers. I'm just working in reverse. And because it's transparent, it will show through. I just saw you quote, Angie. I don't think it'll take you too long, Evelyn. I think he's trying to be respectful because Joe is very much a respectful man. But we'll get in there. I don't know if I said hello to you, Katrina. I think you've just come in. Hello. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm not surprised about, Joe. Yeah, that would be it. That's all right. I'm happy to talk about the female actresses that have got, hot bodies too. I don't discriminate. I appreciate the fine form regardless. I was only talking the other day to someone about Angelina Jolie's, the scene in Tomb Raider where she gets up out of the bath and it's all attached on, and I'm like, oh, drill, drill, drill. Oh, the girls are going to go watch Black Widow tomorrow, actually. I am not. I've got to go paint sets and make props and stuff. Oh, that white's a bit dull. You do have, Buddha God. Yeah, hey, That works. Oh, sorry, Katrina, I'm using drafting film instead of normal paper, so it's actually transparent. I'm working on the back side of it at the moment. I'm just going to come in with a bit of jasmine over this lemon chartreuse, just to knock back a little bit of the yellow as we're coming up into the sun rays. Nice, Sherilyn. Okay, going to come in now with chartreuse. Oh, my computer keeps screenshotting, saving on me. Doesn't normally do that. Sorry, I'm just looking at my computer. It's been painful. All right. Hi, Kim. No, I haven't done anything purplish, but it's just the picture that's underneath. I will be in a second. Well, probably not a second, but at some point. So I'm coming over here with cream, just filling in this section over here. All right. Now I'm going to come in with, no, I don't want that. That was way too dark, way too quick. I'm going to come in with some, what colour do I want? Actually, I don't think I've got it out. Yeah. What am I looking for? Swatch book. What did I do with it? One does not know. That's helpful. Helpful having a swatch book when you put it away and now you don't know where you put it. Oh, there it is. Well, that might be a good colour. Okay, So I'm going to go in with a little bit of sandbar brown. I like it, Jed. I will share it when I make them, but no, I definitely haven't made them yet. Although I did arm knit a blanket the other day, if you want to see that. I'm like, so not too bad knitting a blanket in an hour and a half. You're fluffy. Alexa, you're fluffy. Fluffy works. All right, now I'm going to come in with a little bit of olive green. So this will tone that brown a little bit because I want it to still be, I want it a brown with a green tone. But the brown will be the predominant colour. You'll be proud, Evelyn. I'm using a brush. Can't find my other brush, but I don't know where Winchester took it. You're not fluffy. You're just sweet and cuddly. So for those that have just come in, I'll turn it over to give you a bit of an idea of what it's looking like from the right side. So that's what we're starting to see from the right side. So we're starting to get that blurred effect. It's starting to come through. Okay. No, he hasn't stolen this one. He's tried to. And I'm like, when you find the other brush, you can have this brush. He doesn't listen to me, but so I'm kind of stuck. All right, I'm going to go in and start looking at some of these other receded bouquets that aren't really white, but they're more of a green. So I'm going in with, I might go in with light green first. So I'm back to using a colour you probably can't see. Yeah, absolutely. I get that. The 40-kilo dog likes my bed. And he gets frustrated when I stream because I take up half the bed with like my pencil cases and things like that. And he kind of is just like, why? Yep, fur babies rule. Alright, light green again. Then I'm going to come in with, oh, that's in my hand, sap green light. Who's thinking about Buddha? Yeah, I've seen the Afmart sharpener, but to get that here in Australia, it's like $60-$70. And I'm kind of like, And my Costco one, whilst it doesn't take all my pencils, it takes most of them. And I'm like, that'll do. I'm trying to be good. I'm trying. Because I've got two Derwent Super Point crank handles. And I've got like 1,000 handheld sharpeners. I'm trying to be good. Oh, God, I shouldn't put my hands on my phone. I am fat. I didn't even read it as that. That's all right, Renee. I was going to sit here and colour, and then I'm like, I didn't have the motivation to talk to myself while I was filming. So I'm like, I'll just get on, and if someone gets on with me, good. Oh, Casper, you smell. Casper decided to add some odour to the air in this room. It was very nice of him. All right, I'm going to go back in with Jasmine. What? Well, I'm trying, Jamie, mainly because my bank account is really asking me to consider thinking about it at some point. That's really what it's about. I'm just trying to be considerate of my bank account. And I want loomies, basically. That's really what it's about. I want loomies. I did my tax return, so if I'm good, and I think about it because I've got to pay my car rego and, you know, all of those like normal things. Deco yellow. I might be able to get myself my Loomies. So that's why I'm being good. Hey, Catherine. Funny. Yeah. That Casper likes to occasionally do that as well. Just walk on in, say, hey, I'm here. Smell you later. It's very kind of him. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go down here with cream. And a little bit of Deco yellow. Yeah. So I'm trying. Oh, sorry, Catherine. Yeah, you turned me off. Go back to bed. This voice would wake up nearly anyone. And some jasmine. I got the jasmine and coming back up to here. Do you want to bring down Georgia? Do you want to bring down some of that cookie dough while you're up and about, my darling, my love? So I'm back with sap green light at the moment. At least. Nice. Okay, so here is Georgia's edible cookie dough. Just thought I'd show you that. Oh. Yeah. That's it, Evelyn. It's just that trying to be conscious and really think about priorities about what I want. Okay, I'm coming in with chartreuse. Well, yes, Angie, there are close to small airports, but the price is crazy. You are indeed correct. Okay, let's come back in with that sandbar brown. Nice, Evelyn. That's what you get for flying into the future, hey? Just going to come in with a bit of grass green just around these guys before I put in the sandbar. And it kind of looks all scribbly from behind because, like I said, I'm always conscious of what's actually underneath. I promise. Method to madness here somewhere. Maybe. I actually don't have many watercolor things. That's more M's domain than mine. Yes. Yes, true. Yeah, you go back to the past. Well, I think so too, Jamie, but they talk about cookie dough, edible cookie dough having no egg in it, so you don't actually officially have to cook it. However, I have no problems eating the cookie dough that has egg in it. Oh, yeah, Marco's kind of, oh, this madness? Yeah. Like, legit, I'm trying to have method to my madness. Oh, sorry, knocking things around. Oh, yeah, well, you can't get much fresher than my eggs, considering they come straight from my chook's kalaka. So, my favourite snack, especially when I'm in Japan, is just cracking a raw egg on steaming hot rice. Oh, yeah. But it cooks with the steam. So I'm just using, this is Deco Yellow at the moment. I'm just coming in and putting my last lot of kind of highlighty areas in. But there's a lot of people out there that can't actually eat egg. It's really strange. All right. Okay, coming back in now with sandbar. I'm going to continue on my putting in my lowlights now. Oh, wait up. I missed this bit here. Sorry. Come in with grass green. And sap green light. All right, Evelyn. Look after yourself, darling, and I hope it all goes well tomorrow. If you need to rant, I'm here. Back in with some cream just to smush these bits together. Yeah, the ink tents are amazing. I love the ink tents. All right, now we'll try again with our sandbar brown. And like I said, the good thing about this is I don't actually have to be too neat because this is on the back side and I'm going to put things on the front side, so I don't have to worry about making my edges super straight and things like that, which is good. Ooh. Okay. I've actually, most of the things I've ordered off Ali have come reasonably quickly. And I live in Whoop Whoop land. All right, going to come in now with that olive green. What did I get? With what, Kim? Oh, from AliExpress. I've gotten pencil cases. I've got the Marco square, the Brute Fooners. I've gotten a number of those things from Ali. So I've ordered a number of times. I think, be careful about your store ratings. Like Anstrel and all are pretty good stores. And I've also had Angie in the background helping me know who I should and shouldn't order from. So that's helped me. But most of the time they've come. And I'm conscious of the fact that I live out, down here and out in the sticks. So ran over. I actually have found that Ali packs way better than Amazon. Like I've had things come from AliExpress that like I feel like I need a degree to be able to demolish. No. Well, I don't know what the pastellos weren't from AliExpress, but Andy, I don't know what's happened to them. Who knows? Given up on them ones. We need to find someone that can speak Polish. And the Fui, the Ova, should be here soon. You got yours, so mine shouldn't be too far away. Hey, Heather. Oh, yeah, Heather, I'm not doing anything too... Okay. Why you're having trouble seeing the image is I'm actually working on drafting film. So I've got it very faint. I am doing this image here from Johanna Basford's Johanna's Christmas. But I have it on a drafting film, so it's actually very faint and see-through. Which, would make it very difficult, especially if you're coming in and you're like, I have no idea what this woman is doing. But if it helps you, I have no idea what I'm doing either. Oh, Will might, yeah. You're right. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to use Google Translate and come up with some dodgy thing that says, where my pencils? Where my pencils be at? I want my pencils. Yeah, sorry, Heather. Yeah, coming on in would be like, what is this that this person is doing? She looks like scribble on a page. Is she supposed to actually trying to be teaching us how to colour with the scribble? Or not teaching you, but you know what I mean. I'm here trying to show some kind of technique and it just looks like scribble on a page. All right, going to come in with some CPR. And now we're really going to start looking at increasing some depths of some shadows. So because I'm going on the back side of this, the sepia is not going to overtake it. It's just going to create some depth. No worries, Bob. Good night. Look after yourself. Let's hope when I turn this over it doesn't look too disastrous. So I'm just keeping looking at my reference image at the moment. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm actually half concentrating. Half. All right, now we're coming in with black. It is the 8th of July and just 1:15 in the afternoon. I had to think for a second there. Ooh, nice. That would look cool on different sets of glass. That would totally look awesome. Oh, random strike there. Let's just leave it there. Why not? Don't know what that was meant to be, but hey. All right, so that's kind of where we're looking at there at the front. Now we're going to come along, and this is going to be the big test, is going to use some solvent. Where, if I can find it. And now, Joe, I'm using odorless solvent and hoping it's not, oh, it's going to pick it up. Okay, no, I'm not going to use solvent. All right. We're not, wipe that. We're not going to do that. She'll be right. All right. I'm just going to have a look at it a little bit closer. See that random line? But anyway. What might I be able to do? So this is what I get for coming on live. see what happens if I use a blender. 56 days. Whoa. Yeah, you guys have been good for the last few weeks. So I'm going over this with a blender pencil. We'll see if that just softens it off a little bit. Like I said, I've got no idea what I'm doing. It might work in the long run, it might not. What I might end up doing too is coming in with some fixative. Oh yeah, that's looking better. That's better. There we go. Figured it out. Oh yeah, dry paper stump. Good idea, Aspie. Let's try that. That might work too. Oh, I've got a bad thing of them, and do you think I can actually pull out a clean one? Oh, look at that. That works nicely as well. Look at you, Aspie. Or is that picking up too much of the pigment? No, I think it's picking it up off. Oh, Poland. Right, I got you. Oh, cancel. I don't want to report anyone. Oh, go away. Yeah, I reckon gel crayons would work. And usually I use oil pencils on this because I'm usually doing something with detail. So I don't know if oil pencils would work better. But we'll work it. I will not let it defeat me. That's basically how it goes. Angie will be shocked, but I actually even use the Derwent Studios on this stuff. Oh, really, Joyce? It's no good. And the Delta too. All right, let's see. See, that's looking better. Yeah, look at that. It's slowly getting there. So that's kind of the look we're going for. So when I put it on a green background, you can kind of see that it's coming up through. That's kind of working. I don't know how it looks on screen. I probably should have a look. It's kind of there. So it's got that real kind of backlit thing. So hopefully you'll see that when I do the what's it called? Snowball on top, that's really going to be receded back into the background, if that makes sense. Because that's what we're kind of looking for. All right, so what I'm going to do while we're here is I'm just going to undertone all of these things that I want. So I'm going to be doing a table down here, which will be like weathered wood. So I'm going to come in and literally color black. It's like, whoa. Thanks, Renee. You guys have got more confidence in it than me. While I'm colouring in this black, think about the base of this snow globe. Should I make it gold, or will that be too much against the sand? Or should I make it like glazed red with some gold and green accenty kind of stuff? I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I want to do for the base of the snow globe. That's the one thing I haven't decided on. Pewter. Yeah, well, I don't think that, because I'm using gold for the, I don't know if pewter would work. Maybe brass. I'm not sure about, I don't know about pewter. Glazed red. Yeah. Aged copper. Hold on, my video of music. Has stopped. Yeah, so what I don't know if I'll live stream every video I do, but I will film everything that I do with this so that you'll see it come together, because we're experimenting together as to how it will work. I like that. And then the other experiment I'm going to do while we're here is, oh, geez, nearly knocking things out. I was going to put it on a big piece of wood, and then I went, oh, my God, I'll be there forever. And I do have plans to do one on a large wooden canvas. But then I found these yesterday at Kmart, and I figured I'll show you how to do it on a small piece of, like, cork wood. We're going to colour on wood. That's another thing we're going to do in the next couple of weeks. Because, yeah, I mentioned this, I think, in my streams a few weeks ago about coming on and using these different medias. So if I turn that over now, you can start to see how it's appearing in front, if that makes sense. Hey, Angela, are you up early or woke up in the middle of the night? Ooh, daydreams. Yeah, well, it is coming from, like, the middle of whoop whoop. So, Angela, I am working on drafting film, which is a two-sided media traditionally for architects and engineers and stuff. But it allows you to create some depth. All right, with the sand, I want to go in with a deep red brown. Hold on, I need my swatch book. Gonna go in with dark umber. Oh, that's not too bad for you. Yeah, I thought it was later than that. For some reason. So I'm using dark umber, and this is going to be the undertone for my sand. So this is, do you know how freeing it is to legit colour like this? I'm like, reckless abandon, just colour. Like, I'm like, scribbling away. It's kind of nice. Reminds me of, like, because the way it goes over this drafting film, it kind of feels like using crayon. And you can see the wax picking up because it's a plastic sheet. I'm like, wild abandon, let's just go. I'll probably work on with polys on the front because it'll be a lot finer detail. But I just wanted quick smushy coverage on the back, which is why I went for the Prismas. But oil pencils do work better on this when it comes to details and colouring. Now I'm going to look, wait till you see this, guys, because it's hold on, lost my Tombow. Because it's a snow globe and I want a bit of clearness to it, look how nice this erases. So it's going to allow me to keep that clear edge. Yeah, just scribble therapy, man. It's good. So, yeah, making mistakes on this is fine. It just erases straight off. It's the best. Oh, Catherine, I am using drafting film, which is a two-sided media. I'm doing the back layer. So if I turn this over, I'm actually doing what's going to be at the back of the sheet. And then I'm going to, when I colour this sandcastle and the globe, it's actually going to kind of lift off it and appear more 3D. Yeah, cool jazz. I don't know. I've just got copyright music playing. Copyright-free music. Get that right, Tammy. Okay, I'm going to come in with... No, I just put it through my old inkjet. because it's really thin. It feels, it's exactly like paper. So I just threw it through the inkjet feed. So yeah, so it printed just fine. And then I was showing before on another sheet. Hold on. So this is one I was playing with for those that have come in. This is one that I was playing with. And all you need to do, if you want lighter, am I on the right side? Help, I'm on the right side. All you need to do is come in with your eraser. I was going to say rubber. I don't remember. I'm not full of Aussies. And you can lift it right up. And if you want to completely lift any of the lines, so I didn't want the stars. I didn't want them there because I'm doing a day scene. You can just use some acetone nail polish remover. Did I even get any on that? Probably not. Use your acetone in a well-ventilated place. Disclaimer, Joe. And you can come with the acetone and take off whatever you actually don't want. So say I didn't want that turret there. She'd be gone. So I can just take it away. So they're the kind of things that you can do with it. All right, I'm coming back now. And coming in with espresso because I'm going to turn this into waffle cones, remember, these turrets. Going to be made of waffle cones. It's not nail polish remover. Here we go, Joe. For me to buy this at the beauty supply store, a litre of acetone would cost me a fortune. Go to the hardware store, just buy a litre of acetone. Paint remover. Any kind of paint remover would work. I just like using acetone because I have it here. To be honest, your OMS would probably work. I just didn't even think to try it because I always use acetone to remove paint. In a well-ventilated area. Yes, it is available on Amazon. It's how I bought it. It depends on what size you want. So mine's 11 by 14 because I can cut it, have bigger depending on what I want. Okay, so it's Duralart. Make sure you're getting two-sided matte film if you want to work on both sides of it. So you need to have it matte, otherwise it's just going to slide straight off it. But it's fully archival, all of that kind of stuff. But it's just a cool different thing to try, especially if you're going for some kind of depth perception in what you're doing. Sorry, someone was calling me. They can call me back later. No, they didn't leave a message, so it probably wasn't important. I don't know. Yeah, Heather, I don't think were you in here at the start when I showed some of the drawings that I've done on it that gives you a bit of a visualization of the depth perception that I'm going for? I'm not sure. Well, this is a big waffle cone. This is a supersized waffle cone. Whoa, this is my kind of waffle cone. Okay. You got wrecked on dinner. I don't know who you asked for advice about that. It wasn't me that gave you that kind of advice without the disclaimer to perhaps not do it in a non-ventilated room. Where did I put my dark umber? Where'd you go, pencil? Oh, there you are. So remembering this is all going to be a sand castle. So this is all just to provide me with an underlayer when I'm working on it. There is some kind of method to my madness. Oh, thank you, Angie. I knew you'd go find it. You are a legend. Feels like I'm doing an April Fool's joke. This is how you colour. Just throw it on down. Oh, there's little birdies there. Look at that. It's all right, Marilyn. It looks like I'm just... Honestly, what it would look like to someone coming in now would just be, what is this woman doing? Oh, hilarious. Like, but seriously, how often can you just do this? It's like... All right. And then this one down here needs to be a... Oh, yeah, sure, Momo. No worries, doll. Okay. All right. So this is some examples of the work on the drafting film. So this is just a little dog. And I wanted to get, like here, I wanted to get some really depth of shadow and some red undertone to her fur. So on the back side, that's where I've gone in. And I really wanted the eyes to pop out. So by coming in and colouring on the back of the eyes as well, it provides more depth to it. So that's an example of like a little one. And then fuchsias, that's right. Had to remember the name of the flower. This shows you on this fuchsias that I've drawn. And I can change the appearance of it by changing the background. So there I've got on a green background. And then, see, Alex? This is on a coloured piece of paper, so it gives like a bokeh effect. But the leaves look like they're behind that fuchsia plant. It brings the flower to the forefront and lets the leaves recede because I've coloured the leaves on the back of the image. So this was done with polys and mostly polys. I hope that helped a little bit. Yeah, kind of thing. It probably is the same as vellum. All right, this is Tuscan Red. So I'm just hanging with you while I finish this off. I'll be going after I get this done. I will leave it there. But when I come back for the next video, then all of this basing has been done, and basically you just get to watch me scribble, which is really relaxing. Just so you know, super relaxing. But by putting this backing thing on, it's going to stop it being transparent. So it's actually going to increase the opacity of the front layer, which means then it's going to stand off the page more. Because if I didn't do the back layer, it would be too transparent and it kind of wouldn't pop off the page. And I want it to really pop off that page. Now I feel like pop off. And I want it to do that. So, no, I'm not going to do that. By putting this tonal layer at the back, it stops that transparency, if that kind of makes sense to people. I don't know. Because you really got to think about where you want that image. Because obviously I want this to remain transparent because it's the glass. But the sandcastle and the base and the table are going to be opaque. Yeah, anything wood, Aspie. Watercolor would just sit on top. It would eventually dry. It does say on it that you can use ink. So Inktense works really nicely on this. I'm like, do I have my work in progress that I was doing with Inktense? Basically, this is something I started and then never went back to, and I don't even know if I've even still got it. Okay, so this was me starting to base with Inktense. So that was using Inktense. I just haven't. I was doing the back layer and then I was going to come in and do the front layer. You know, one of those work in progresses that never happen. But that's with ink. So that kind of media goes on. But I'm not sure about watercolor. Because it is plastic. If you really want to see fantastic coloured pencil work on drafting film, hold on, I'm just going to go to Facebook and find my friend. If you give me a moment. I'm going to go to my Facebook page and find him, and I will put his work in here, and most of his work is done on drafting film, and when you see it, what I'm talking about with depth and stuff that is created, you'll understand why it can be such a fantastic media to use. He's a world-renowned artist, but he lives in my area. There you go. If you go check him out, you will see absolute incredibleness. Okay, so this is kind of where we're ready for the next time I do this. The back is done. Okay, I might come back later. I'm just tired now. I've been going for 2 hours. I might come back later and just add a few more layers on this just to really improve this kind of bit. But when I come in on the next video, I'll be adding on top of this, which means it's going to lift out from the page. So that is kind of what I'm hoping for. And I'll show you, if you're light sensitive, I would suggest you leave now as I'm finishing up, if you're prone to seizures and stuff. but I'll show you how using the light board is going to make it easier for me to see all of the things that, because I've just put all of this behind. But if I use the light board, I can actually see now the areas that I've missed. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to just dull it a little bit so it doesn't blow you away. Oh, all right. So I've dulled it down, but it actually allows me to see all of the lines now. So it's faint, but I can see where everything is. And that's going to allow me to come along now and work on this. And if I go through and I put the image that I have printed behind it, it will bring it back to me. So I can now put this behind and I can see where all the lines are as I'm colouring. So that kind of allows that transparency. So now I can see where everything is and I can come back and layer. So that's the kind of the cool thing about it. I'm just hoping I've kind of shown you enough that you think I'm not completely crazy, that there is some method. But yeah, I really suggest checking out Kevin. He is obviously one of the most incredible coloured pencil artists I've ever seen. I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't bother you any longer. But yeah. But I'm going to go now. I've been going for 2 hours and I'm kind of tired. It's about my limit. My brain's kind of like, might go have a nap. And I should let all of you people in the north go to bed. Go to bed, people. Can't believe you're still up. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on in. And I will video probably the next one, or I might next week live stream around this time again, if you would rather. I'm happy at this point to do a little bit of extra live streaming because I'm not at work. But it depends on how I feel. If I get motivated to come in and colour before then, I will just film it and put it up as a video. All right. No worries. I will see you later. Bye, everyone.